In this video, I'm going to unbox this new Microsoft Xbox One X Project Scorpion Edition.
Scorpio.
What's that?
Scorpio.
Oh. Project Scorpio Edition. This goes to show how much I play games these days. The only play I have time for nowadays is foreplay, and maybe not even that at all. Anyway, let's get back to this Microsoft Xbox One X, which I'm going to unbox today and go through the initial setup on a Samsung QLED television, the screen of choice if you want zero risk of burn-in during long gaming sessions. A HDMI cable, this must be the controller, with a free pair of AA batteries as well. Nice one, Microsoft. And then a figure 8 power cable, what's this? No idea what this is for now. And then the console itself, which is wrapped quite nicely in black. Right, okay, so the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. You can clearly see that there's a Project Scorpio label here and a few HDMI inputs and outputs, USB ports, Ethernet port, optical out, and the power socket. And I think I now understand what this is now. This is probably a stand to place the Xbox One X if you have the Scorpio edition vertically. Right, so you can actually place your Xbox One X vertically. I don't know whether the regular edition gets this plastic stand or not, but it's quite cool. Right, let's hook this up to the Samsung QLED and see how we get on. Right, I've hooked up the Xbox One X to the Samsung QLED television, and now let's fire it up and see what we need to do to get it set up. Right, at least the switch is on. Right, so the 2017 Samsung televisions, including this Q7F QLED, will try to automatically detect any devices that you connect to the television, so they can actually control it using their smart remote or do other integration. And this is the Xbox One X home screen, and let's see what we need to do. First, I would like to just remove this Samsung banner. Right, something's happening. Alright, I think this screen is prompting me to press the A button on the Xbox controller. And I'm right. English, United Kingdom. Oh, I actually forgot to hook up an Ethernet cable to the Xbox One X console, so just bear with me while I do that. Use wired connection. Why are the fonts so big? Continue. Right, so start updating it. Right, I'm just gonna grab a cup of tea or something while this is happening. Right, this is probably where the Xbox mobile app may come in handy for entering all these email addresses and password. Terms and conditions, as if you can afford not to accept it. Now, this is the most important bit of the setup process, and it is something quite obscure and has nothing to do with the Xbox One X. It's something to do with your television, and in our case here, the Samsung Q7F QLED TV. So if you go into settings, go into display and sound, video output, and try and set your color depth to as high as possible, 12-bit. But if you start seeing some posterization or bending artifacts, then just drop to 10-bit. Color spaces, leave it as standard. And under advanced video settings, it will be doing some auto detection, allowing 50Hz, 24Hz, HDR, 4K, and YCC 422. But if you go into 4K TV details, the Xbox One X console is saying that this Samsung QLED TV only supports 4K UHD at 60 Hz, but doesn't really support it at 10-bit 50 Hz, 10-bit 60 Hz, or all types of HDR mode. And that is certainly not true. The reason why the Xbox One X console, or in fact any other similar types of devices, is not actually recognizing the full HDR capabilities of these televisions is because you need to go into the TV and enable a certain setting. So on the Samsung 2017 televisions, including this Q7F QLED, you need to go into External Device Manager and go into HDMI UHD color and switch it on for the specific HDMI input that you are using. And after doing that, what you can do is to just get out of here and then ask the Xbox One X to auto detect again. So if we go into 4K TV details, now you can see that it has a tick beside every single parameter here. So the TV will support 4K 10-bit, 24 Hz, 50 Hz, 60 Hz, HDR video, HDR gaming, and things like that. So just something to make note of if you can't get your Microsoft Xbox One X to output HDR from, let's say, your 4K Blu-ray or any other sources. And another thing that I need to show you on this Samsung QLED is that the game mode is hidden under the External Device Manager submenu. So if you want to reduce the input lag or latency and increase the gaming responsiveness of this display, just switch on game mode, which will cut down on some video processing and lower the input lag. Yeah, so that appears to be the setup of the Xbox One X complete for now on the Samsung Q7F QLED TV. I'll be spending the next few weeks testing the 4K Blu-ray playback of this Microsoft Xbox One X console to see whether it's good enough to compete with a dedicated 4K Blu-ray player. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about this device, feel free to leave them in the YouTube section below. And I'll try to answer it either in a video review or, if I have time, directly in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.